Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of HBM. This is that cave from the first episode. How did I find this? Well, I just walked in a certain direction where I thought it would be, and then just stumbled into a hole. We'll just leave this sand right here, where we found it. We don't want to, just steal this sand from the environment. Now downstairs, I got us two of these guys running wood oil. This guy is also taking an engine lubricant, because we can produce engine lubricant. And this guy takes in the heating oil, which, for some reason is not happening. This is an interesting thing. I don't understand why this is, doing what it's doing, but, okay. Some steel plates. Some cast steel plates. Now, this requires us to use a screwdriver, which is something we have not made yet. But you need a screwdriver, so you can take that, do that, shove that in, boom. Then you're not making ingots anymore, like I was for a second there. I was making steel ingots again. Alright, so what makes this thing so special? Well, this guy is gonna be good for ore processing. Very, very good. What can this guy do? Well, he can make ingots straight from the crystals, and he gives you 6 times. Now, we have to make them first. I got rubber yesterday, got one of these guys. Boom. We got 3 tanks. So we got these. We take these, put them in there, put these into here, and this into there. Now we're making circuits. Now, what we need for these circuits is this lapis powder. Okay, so we got cobalt, lapis. We'll take an entire stack. Why not? Do we have any? I think we got gold powder over there. We can refine that into ingots. By this point, our steel should be done. We should have 8 plates exactly. And I just missed the screwdriver that's in there. Holy! I must be blind. What the heck? Okay. Our wires are done. We all need to make some gold. So this should make about 40 gold wires. Now, our wires, red copper wires, are down there. As you can see, we have 64. Coils are done. Put them into there. And finally, we got some circuits going. Alright, here's our 2 overclocked circuits. I didn't mean to make so many of these guys. That should basically, that's everything we are going to need. Just need some ash so we can make a new template for the, thing. Electrolyzer. This thing is a very big machine that we're about to make. Hopefully, this is all that we need, because making these things is, it's great. It's really great. Okay, now this guy, he's going to eat a lot of energy. I don't think we can supply this guy with enough energy to keep him running forever, so, yeah, it's an interesting dilemma. But I just want to get this guy to fit in here so I can see how I'm going to lay this place out. As you can see, this is a pretty big machine. This thing is huge. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit that thing in here. I think what we're going to do is make a little area outside for this guy, because he is massive. And he doesn't really need to be inside in general. So, that's my solution to this giant problem. What the heck? This guy just literally spawned right next to me. It makes no sense. Just stop. You know, you gotta like modern versions like 1.12. It's much, look at this. You don't have these guys just spawning in like pitch blackness where it's just like right next to you. It's much better. Okay, so this guy, as you can see, there's 2 outlets on this guy. And what they do is they will go into a little tiny thing. Technically, you can use any crucible component with that. I will just be using output places. Basins, yes, basically. And I'm only going to use 2 of those because I don't want to get clogged when we run certain things through it. Some things will have a different output value than the others. Like, so for example, uranium, when you run that through there, is going to produce like a few nuggets of certain things. And that's a pain to deal with because then it gets clogged and then you have to unclog it, and I don't like to deal with that. Now this will go here, and we will also have to have some kind of output slot there if we want to automate this guy. We will do that. And that is going to go right there. Now here's where automation gets really fun. What we're gonna do is we're gonna automate this guy's output, so that way he will output straight over to here, and he'll take a whatever he acidizes and puts this straight into this guy, this guy, we needed to hook up to the power grid before we do anything else. So we'll just put that through there. We won't question how this doesn't burn. We will just, we won't ask those questions, okay? This just works. This really just works. Well, now it's time to give this thing a shot. I don't know if this is going to work, but, this should output through the bottom of the ore acidizer, I'm pretty sure. We'll do titanium to start. I feel like that's a very good substance to use. What else do we need? We need to make a actual thing. This. We need to make a hopper. And then we're done. Alright, so I got everything we need. We need 3 hoppers. We need some other stuff. What are these other 2? Well, these guys are going to be for actual chests on the edges of the thing, so we can automate the actual ingot outputs. Okay, so we got this. I just now realized we have this thing set up. It's so dumb. This cannot actually output through here, so I need to make a channel for this. And this will take care of the actual solid byproducts. Some of these byproducts are liquid, others are solid in this case. Ah, dang it. This happens every episode. These guys just show up out of nowhere and blow all my stuff up. Will you all just stop? Just stop. This is less than necessary. Please. Don't blow my stuff up again. This is actually okay because I got concrete here, but literally, guy just sneaks up behind me, blows all this stuff up. This is annoying. So, nitric acid, let's see how we make this. Chemical plant, oh, I do not want to do that. There's, we can make this guy. You won't make that guy? I think we'll do that next episode. That looks like pain. I do not want to do that either. That is awful. But let's see if this, this automation setup we have is good. If it is, then that's amazing, and we'll leave it this way. But if not, then I'll have to figure something else out. So step 1 is processing it there. That's gonna happen, and this needs to be unplugged because it's absolute garbage. Taking all our energy and all that. Oh, you can't do titanium with hydrogen peroxide. Well, I'm just being silly. Okay, let's try something else. Our gun is almost broken because of how many times I've used it, but this will hopefully help us out a bit, especially with those guys running around blowing all our stuff up. Alright, so I got this guy set up in this particular fashion, so that way he doesn't just do stupid nonsense that doesn't actually work, but still looks pretty nonsensical to me. I mean, literally, we're just pouring it onto the electricity pole, but this is fine. I need to get some ore. What kind of ore? I don't even know. I think it can't be fluorite. Let's do lead. Lead is a good ore to do. So this should go from the ore acidizer into the electrolyzer. So now we just gotta wait for this guy to finish up, and then if we see this guy go over these tracks, then it's worked. But if it hasn't, then I need to figure things out and ask myself some very good questions. Does this? What the heck are these guys for? How do you output from this thing? And most importantly, how on earth are we going to power this thing? Because it takes so much energy. We also need to get the other thing. Now that guy went out the machine, which means it did work, and I'm very happy. And these guys are having a party because they are also very happy about this. See, lead crystal is going in. These guys are dancing over it. It's going well. But I think they need to stop dancing and get out of here because I do not have time for this. Now, the thing we're missing is nitric acid, and as we've already shown you all, we can make that using a liquefaction machine. We will make that next episode. I'll see you all then.